Welcome to our Just Breathe practice. It's all that's required. That's all that's needed to take a step toward living an inspired life. Let the inhale be your inspiration, and the exhale be the letting go of whatever might be within you that is not really of you. So come into a comfortable posture, one that can be sustained for the next 15 minutes, longer if you decide to stay. It's a rainy day here, right? So you might hear some traffic splashing in the water. You might hear some dribble of the rain. But let those external sounds deepen your internal attention as evidence that you can shift. Right? I hear that. It doesn't need to bother me. It's not my responsibility. Just tuning in to our interoception. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. Let the elbows hang from the shoulders. And as this is our just breathe practice, let yourself find the breath. Cultivate an intimacy, a deeper witnessing and knowing your own breath. As the air enters through the nose, you might feel that air current at the tip of your nose. From the tip of your nose, let your attention travel into the nostrils. Feel perhaps a tickling of the inside tissues of your nostril as the nostrils clean any particles or impurities in the air. Notice the temperature. Because as the breath travels from the nostrils into the sinus cavities, can you feel the swirling? And that swirling inside the nasal cavities is designed to warm the air by having it touch the surface of your body, the warmer body, and moisturize the air before it enters the lungs, making it more absorbable into the alveoli. Feel how the body, particularly looking at the torso from the throat down to the pelvic floor, how they receive this air as it becomes breath. Do you feel your ribs expand? Do you feel your belly soften? Or perhaps you're stuck a little bit more into the chest. Maybe it's just your chest expanding and falling. And over time, with this gentle, compassionate invitation, fill yourself up from the bottom as if you were pouring in love, filling up the bottom of the vase, and it rises up. And we give from that abundance. So fill yourself up first so that you can share from the abundance that you already have. Whatever that might be, whatever talent, whatever gifting, whatever energy, whatever resources. Trust that when you have what you need, your enoughness will allow for you to share from the abundance. Notice the pace of your breath. Now, in our practice today, I'm looking to help calm and soothe. So I'm looking for an even breath, or even better, a longer exhale. So notice the pace of your breath. Lengthen it so that it can be slowed down and thoroughly enjoyed. That's what's going to allow the alveoli in the lungs to capture and absorb the oxygen rather than a short, shallow breath, which there's simply not as much room to gather that oxygen, right? So as the breath goes deeper, those alveoli, they literally fan open like a fern to gather and bring it into the bloodstream to then nourish the whole body. Slowing down that process helps to hydrate and nourish every cell in the body with oxygen. And when we lengthen the exhale, we allow that down regulation of the nervous system so that we can begin again that next inhale from a more calm, abiding state. We start here, we take our breath in, it rises. And then we take our breath out and it lowers us down. We start from a lower plane, we begin again, and we lower down. You might even find that vocalizing a sighing or sounding or humming breath helps take you down. That's stimulating the vagus nerve to help you down regulate your nervous system. Join me if you'd like. Did you feel that step down? Did you feel that settling of your nervous system? And even if it's only a half step that you felt over the course of those 5 or 6 breaths, that's okay. As you practice this intention from your mind, this attention from your efforting and allowing your body to find that pacing, you're going to not only notice more, but you're going to benefit more. Let's take a few more rounds of that slowing down, emphasizing the exhale to recover from whatever stress we came in with and prepare us for whatever stress waits on the other side of this practice. Stay with this, particularly if you're struggling to settle. If you feel like you've really settled and slowed down. The next option is to elongate the pause in the emptiness. So if you're still feeling like that progression is going deeper and deeper, stay with the elongation of the exhale. If you're ready to see what's here for you, you've reached kind of a settled state of calm abiding, then linger in that emptiness at the end of the exhale. Now, please do not hold the breath. Do not lock out the throat, especially if you've had recent abdominal surgery or you might or you know you are pregnant. Right? Holding the breath is never a good option in those scenarios. But it's also not a good option if it ignites your anxiety or agitation. What we're looking to do is to rest in the absence, rest in the enoughness that is the emptiness, as if waiting the next fill with patience, with ease, with hope, knowing that the next breath will come. So we'll take a few rounds of these. I'm going to turn my hands down for this. It helps me to feel even more grounded, but feel free to have your hands up. Exhale, let it lengthen, maybe as much as twice as the time that it takes for the inhale. And at the bottom, again, linger, maybe even as much as twice as long as that twice as long exhale, right? So it could be 4 in, 8 out, 16 pause. Don't push it, right? Just keep that steady cadence and let yourself play. Let yourself be in the possibility of finding even more ease. Rest. So for me, that practice was about 4 in, 8 out, and 6 hold. And this is not surprising to me given that I'm holding this container of our practice. I'm not going into the depth of my own personal practice. But in guiding you, I hope that you can find even more support by sharing this time together to go deeper into your calm abiding, to go deeper into your sense of safety and settling in your breath, knowing that whatever's next, your breath is going to inspire you to respond from your best self rather than react in protection or defensiveness because your nervous system says, be alert. Instead, we're looking to have our nervous system say, ooh, I'm enough. That was weird. Let's close this practice and return to our day. Take a breath in. Let it out with a sigh. I receive this blessing. And you breathe deeply. May you move freely. May you labor lovingly so you may live vibrantly and intimately with prana. May you be well. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice. And I'd love to hear how it landed with you.